It's time for 9 at 9. We're gonna find a way to say some things that amuse you each day.
Oh, thanks to Cher.
Right.
Patrick.
Number 9. At a fancy gated community in Argentina, there's a big problem. Rodents the size of St. Bernards.
Wow.
As the Wall Street Journal reports, the capybara are not just on the lawns, they're also clogging up the streets. Now homeowners want them removed or castrated.
Oh, gee.
That'll show them.
They're basically guinea pigs that are as big as dogs.
Ugh.
Most residents are fond of them, but it's gotten a little out of control. They eat all the landscaping, and another huge problem is, well, as you can imagine, they're eating all that grass. It's got to come out somehow.
Yeah.
And that's resulting in some massive duties.
Massive. Huh?
Massive duties. And now it's turned into a political issue with a rich versus poor mentality. And some people pointing out that's what you get when you build an upscale subdivision on natural wetlands.
All right, number 8, Northwestern University engineers have just developed a flying microchip. It doesn't actually fly. The chip is about the size of a grain of sand, and it moves around by being dispersed in the wind like a leaf that gets blown around. The developers were inspired by the way seeds are dispersed. The idea is they could be used to track disease or air pollution. Sounds like something from a sci-fi movie, but some are worried that if you have something that is basically invisible, you could use it to spy on anyone or gather data anywhere.
Number 7, there are some things that can't be explained and maybe we'll never know, but here's one scientific explanation for paranormal activity. A Canadian neuroscientist studied the effects electromagnetic fields have on people, especially their perception of ghosts. The pulse of a magnetic field can cause unusual patterns in the brain's temporal lobes. In turn, this makes people feel as though there's a presence in the room, even when there is not.
There you go. Here's Larry, once again, debunking your fantasies with facts and science.
I mean, what
That's
if I
why
just
he's
want...
in the big chair.
Right, we just might want a visit from Patrick Swayze, and he has to debunk the whole idea.
He's not debunking,
You know?
Robin. He's just setting you straight, is what he's doing.
Giving
It's
you the
not
facts.
debunking if it's facts.
Yeah.
Not debunking if it's facts.
What'd you say?
It's not
No,
debunking.
if he's using facts.
If he's
like
using-
debunking is like you're messing up my, my fantasy. Like you're
got you.
ruining something that's.
Right.
Oh, I got you. Yeah,
It's not, there's nothing to debunk.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I meant.
I got you.
Is
You
it
want to
clear enough?
fantasize on Patrick Swayze, that's your business.
All right, number 6. There's something I just can't get out of my mind. CBOT.
Oh, yeah.
You know, chip beef on toast.
Oh,
2 words. Yum. Oh.
God.
What's
This is a
better than
delicacy.
sliced
Chip
it's
beef,
awful.
cream chip
dried
beef.
beef
Yeah.
smothered in a creamy,
No,
thick
it's
sauce?
good.
A little Worcestershire sauce. Put on toast.
That
It's
is-
popular during the Depression.
The old
and
blank
World
on a
War
shingle.
I. Yeah,
That's what
that's
it's called.
exactly
Yeah.
right. I'd say bring it back.
It's
This
good.
is something Robin can prepare next month. Look at it's really good.
It's a New Jersey diner staple.
I grew up on some of that
Cream
stuff.
chip
It was
beef.
so good.
When you were a little boy in Lithuania?
Yeah.
You did, well, you had some. What was your delicacy at your house again?
Pickled
That
eggs?
No. What's the thing you always
Nova
make for us?
Scotia
The
chop suey.
the chop
mine.
suey.
Oh, yeah, Nova Scotia chop suey.
Yeah, that didn't exactly look like a prize.
Noodles, burger, and Campbell's tomato soup. How can you go wrong?
It's essentially the same
You
thing.
I
can't.
could pick 3 ways you just went wrong with that. Any of those ingredients. Number 5, here's some useful info. A new study in the journal Psychological Science says people don't want to hear about your vacation. Well, I
That's
could have
right.
told you that.
Yeah.
Well, precisely. If you're going to tell people what you did on the trip, don't share some amazing thing you did, like swim in a magical waterfall. Now, if you want them to actually listen, people want to hear the mundane. The study says people don't want novelty. They want to hear something familiar, something they've experienced themselves. So if you went to Sumatra and rode a giant turtle and slept in a volcano, keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
More important, I like to hear things that went wrong.
Yeah.
So I know that they weren't having a better time than I was.
That's what people really
Right?
want.
I want to hear how you suffered.
Yeah. where the wheels came off.
All right, number 4. Sometimes you can come across something and you have to ask yourself, what's the point? So that's, some people are saying that about this. It's the short sleeve puffer jacket.
Oh, look at it.
Now, there's only one reason to add all that bulk to your body. It's called winter, and in winter, you need the sleeves.
Right.
So this doesn't seem to make sense to a lot of people. If you need the puffy part, then you need the full thing. If not, why not just wear a light jacket?
Yeah.
Martha Stewart loves them, though. She has them on her website, but Martha Stewart doesn't live in Chicago. But, you know, you can say the same thing for the vest.
Right.
I've never understood the vest. I've tried over the years to wear the, you know, the puffy vest thing.
Yes.
Either I'm sweating or I'm too cold. It doesn't get the job done. What is the, you know?
It's the essence of fashion.
Yeah, it's the
sometimes
thing.
you're not worried about how
Not
it
always
works.
functional.
You're worried about how it looks.
Right.
Yeah.
Look at high heels.
Right,
Explain
plus,
that one to me.
Yeah.
You want to be warm, but what if you go to the Starbucks in Lake Forest and you got to get in a fist fight? And at least with a vest, your arms are free, right?
Or you're in an underground arm wrestling
Gotta be
club.
ready for a
You don't
throwdown.
want any encumbrances.
Yep.
Not to mention, as you, someone who loves the layers, I feel like that would match perfectly with the nice chunky sweater.
The puffy
turtleneck.
anything is not my friend.
And a wedge.
Yeah, puffy vest, puffy jacket. At a certain age, you don't want to add any
You don't
bulk.
add any more puff.
You don't need to add any more puff.
Number 3, people in France eat more cheese than any other country in the world, and they consume a lot of saturated fat, but they still have low rates of death from coronary heart disease. For a while, scientists thought that all the red wine they drink was offsetting the fat. They called this the French paradox. Two bad things somehow resulting in a good thing. And a separate study in the Journal of Agriculture and Food Chemistry suggests eating so much cheese could be the thing that is actually helping them. The researchers say cheese and potentially other milk products may influence bacteria in the gut that are good for cholesterol levels. But don't think your Cheetos are
It has
qualify.
cheese right in the title, Larry.
Yeah.
Okay?
Sure does.
You're not a scientist.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah.
right.
And we're sitting at the same desk, aren't we?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yep. All right, number 2. She's an 80s icon, but Molly Ringwald says she's not ready to share some of her teen classics with her preteen kids.
It's over with, I'm fine.
Oh, well, if that's true, then I'm glad.
It's not true. It doesn't matter, does it?
Ringwald told Andy Cohen that she was worried how her 12-year-old very woke daughter would react to 16 Candles or The Breakfast Club, especially since they were made such a different time in the world. Ringwald and her daughter did watch Pretty in Pink together. Ringwald posted a photo on Instagram with the caption, "First time" and Team Ducky. Not really sure what that means.
Ducky is played by John Cryer, and everyone thinks that
sorry,
Molly
Alice.
Ringwald's going to get together with Ducky.
Right.
And then the first time they aired it, they had her get together with Ducky, and they
casted it,
changed
right?
the ending
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
because people wanted her to be
bad.
with.
People don't want to
Andrew
see
McCarthy.
unattractive people
My
happy
mistake.
is basically what they told the movie studio.
That's what Gary Marshall said, the director. And
Yeah.
he said, you don't want to see two people kissing on screen and go, ugh.
Well, he didn't direct that movie, but
No,
he
he
did
didn't.
all of his other. Yeah.
But he was right. It was the
Really?
Ducky. It was the Ducky situation. Nobody
Yeah.
wanted to see her making out with Ducky.
Yeah.
I liked Ducky.
Yeah. But again, unattractive. So. Not in
And-
my mind.
Not
Me,
in my
I'm
mind,
all
I
about the
love
hearts.
Ducky.
I love seeing
You've
two
always-
hearts connect.
I
I've
love
said this, not
Ducky.
me. I would have been cheering if I were in that
It's in
test
your
group.
DNA,
Would
yeah.
have been a whole different movie and I'd
You're
have been
that guy.
involved.
Yep.
Number 1, there's a new version to the horror movie Candyman out now. It's been out. The original is from 1992. And the lead actor, Tony Todd, made a good deal of money because of the bees he had to deal with. A warning, look away if you're squeamish.
That's you, Robin.
Okay. Oh no! Ew! Ew!
I thought you were supposed to be looking away, Robin.
Okay, so tell me about this scene, so I don't have to watch any more, Patrick.
All right, so in the scene, Candyman dies
What's going on here?
and is coated with honey, and bees swarm all over him. Todd knew the scene wasn't going to be fun to film since they were using some real bees.
What?
So he negotiated a bonus of $1,000 for every bee sting he got, he was stung 23 times in different takes. So that's 23 grand that he took home.
Oh, that's worth it.
Not exactly talking generational
No, we
wealth
should
here.
have gotten more than that.
23
Come
grand.
on.
Yeah.
He could
I
have bought
guess
a
23
Volkswagen.
in what, 92 was what's
Still
that,
not
about
enough.
100K now?
Not enough. Well, that's a 9 at 9.
All right.
It's time for 9 at 9.
All right.